Happy New Year. Billy Reeves here. Welcome to the Kscope podcast, episode 178. A new year and lots of new stuff coming out on Kscope. We'll hear new music from Jonathan Hultén and have a chat. Another teaser from our chums O.R.k. New music from Gleb Kolyadin of I Am the Morning and Solo Artiste. A brand new live track from the mighty TesseracT and new music from Envy of None. Rush's Alex Lifeson, singer and lyricist Maya Wynn, Andy Curran of Coney Hatch, and studio avatar Alfio Annibellini. This, from their new album out on March the 14th, is called Stygian Waves. Maya Wynn says of that track, quote, "I like to think of this song as a tumultuous and turbulent journey to inner peace. I sang higher than I ever have on this track because I wanted to channel the blue alien from the movie The Fifth Element. It was fun to challenge myself vocally with this song," unquote. Envy of None, that's called Stygian Waves. The album is called Stygian Waves, and that track is accompanied by a new music video, animated and directed by Mariano Biotico. The album is out March the 14th. Out now, the new album from Jonathan Hultén, Eyes of the Living Night. Before we hear from the main man, this is Afterlife.
Once the ground was opening up like a rift in the world, standing at the edge of its abyss. Gazing down, I saw myself. Speechless, I heard a voice rising up at me, singing a rueful song, admonitions from deep within. Still alive, do not let your soul fade away. Don't let the summer go strain your face of hope. Don't let the iron grip of your heart make it rust away.
Singer, songwriter, performer, illustrator, animator, rock star. Jonathan Hultén's been on tour with the Cult very recently, alone, on stage with guitar, synthetics, looking incredibly striking in an otherworldly kind of part kabuki, part mid-Victorian dowager costume that made him look simultaneously bigger and smaller. So how did said tour with the Cult come about?
Their booking agency reached out to me in June or maybe even May. I don't quite remember. And I think it was through O.R.k, who also opened for the Cult on that tour. And I think it was Irene who told Ian about my project.
Right, so how did you go down? How did the punters react?
Everyone I met after the show was so open and so excited and appreciative and friendly. So yeah, it was a really good time being there, and I'm so grateful to have been on the tour and thankful for they had me on the tour, and yeah, that was amazing.
Cool. So there you are, standing all alone. Would you like to do this material with a full band in the future, though?
Absolutely, I would love playing with a band. The way I initially started to think about this project was to see it as an art project rather than a music project. So around maybe 10 years ago, I was imagining, let's just have dancers on stage and maybe like different constellations of musicians coming and going, and it doesn't have to be the original name of the project was Chants from Another Place, and I guess things change and turn into into a more singer-songwriter direction. But the art aspect of trying different constellations and like trying new things out and not being quite sure where things are going, that aspect is still there. So yeah, I think I want to concentrate more on that in the future. So absolutely, that would be lovely.
Chants from Another Place gestated over a long period of time. Was the creative process behind this album the same, or was it different?
There was not any rush to see things turn out in a certain way or so, but this time around I actually started writing the songs for this album in the beginning of 2023 with Chants from Another Place, the debut album. That material there was written over a period of almost 10 years, maybe eight years or so. So instead of letting things unfold slowly over time, I wrote a huge bank of songs. The sketches amount to maybe up to 100 sketches, or it might have ended up even more than that in the end. But then over time, I guess over a limited time, you choose which ones of those sketches that happens to resonate the most over the next couple of weeks, and there are certain sketches you might return to and feel like, okay, here's something that I still feel is relevant or to how I feel today, and not only a month ago or a week ago, but I still feel that there's something there. You're excavating something based on a vague intuition. Then you just keep digging from within, and all of a sudden you're sort of sculpting something. So it's as if the songs sort of have their own will.
Yeah. Once you put it in order, then once you'd mastered it, how do you want people to react to it? How would you like people to listen to it? How do you want people to consume it?
Yeah, it's written to be experienced as a whole, from the first song to the last, because there is a subtle story being told. I guess it was the same thing on Forest Sessions. So if there is a possibility to include that aspect, I always want to do that.
You come from a folk tradition, a Scandinavian classical tradition, perhaps, rather than a rock tradition. Certainly you can hear those influences on this album. Would that be fair, do you think?
Yeah. The classical and folk music is definitely there. It has inspired me a lot, but also a lot of English poets and artists have inspired me, as well as blues and rock and roll. Definitely, and it maybe even more so on this new album. For example, on Riverflame, where I just embraced that a little more. That one in particular has been pretty... It was a bit scary making it, because it's so... it's not hiding behind any harmonies or thick layers of multiple tracks and synthesizers. It's more about the song, and that's something new. Maybe that's, if I were to pick one song that maybe challenged me the most, that would be the one.
I agree. I absolutely love Riverflame. That's the one I'm going to play out with, if that's all right. Listen, Jonathan, thank you so much for your time. I really look forward to meeting you in the flesh in 2025.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for the interview. It was a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to meeting you too.
Like fire, all things have their time, oh yeah, to live, dance and die. Like friendships, firm like rock and stone, oh yeah, yet some turn to sand someday. While you're alive, bring out your soul, create with joy, dance while you can, so let no feed on your heart anymore. And faces passing like the moons, time is an endless river. All its forms are fleeting, its flow is meaning. Don't wait to act, dream things into life. Embrace it, let it fall into the fire that burns in us. As you live on, do you feel it? Yes, a small flame of hope. Phase after phase, worlds change. Bring out your soul before death's door. Dance while you can, let sadness hold you back anymore. Be aware. Through mesas, may you find your way.
Riverflame, Jonathan Hultén. The album Eyes of the Living Night is out right now. 13 live dates in the USA through February. My thanks again to Jonathan Hultén for that chat. It's an amazing album. Check it out. So many textures. Now, our dear friends O.R.k. have been teasing tracks recently, like a proper old-fashioned singles campaign ahead of album 5. Here's a new one entitled The Other Side.
Just another time I let it go, with a thirst to fly above it all. Dead mind seeking something sure. Fate twists for nothing more, long for another. Say hello to my other side. From here on the ground. Save your breath for the other side. From here on the ground. Yeah, could you fight back from deep underground? One burst of light to nothing more. Regrets and nothing more. You know it's over. Regrets. Say hello to my other side. From here on the ground. Save your breath for the other side. From here on the ground. How could you fall back from the other side? Yeah, how could you fight back? Say a prayer, say a prayer, say a
O.R.k. are a core of award-winning composer and vocalist Lef, the former Porcupine Tree bass player Colin Edwin, King Crimson's Pat Masterletto, and Marta, Sui, Tubi's Carmelo Pipitoni on guitar. Now, there's a QR code on the O.R.k. socials right now giving you more information. I know they're doing some dates with the Paradox Twin in May. The London show is at 229, and then they're touring in Europe But what we do know is that there's a 5th album on the way. I'm delighted that another old friend of the Kscope podcast has new music imminent. Piano genius of I Am the Morning and solo artiste Gleb Kolyadin. His new album, out on the 28th of February, is entitled Mobula. This is, to quote Prog magazine, music from the soul. What treasures lie there. This is entitled Dawnlight. Gleb Kolyadin, Dawnlight, Gleb's first music to be recorded and realised here in the UK, where he resides on a global talent visa. One half of I Am the Morning, of course, and solo artiste. And we'll be meeting up with Gleb in the next few weeks, and you'll hear that chat on the next Kscope podcast. He's had a bit of an adventure since I spoke to him last. Looking forward to talking to him about that, about his music, and of course his future plans. My name's Billy Reeves. Thanks very much for listening to the Kscope podcast. I'm here every month with an artist and music from this wonderful label. Do please like, share and subscribe and tell all your friends about this wonderful independent music. Now, our friends TesseracT have been touring the world in support of their War of Being LP, so there is a tour edition, limited edition, half-speed mastered, red and black marble, double LP with 3 bonus tracks, 2 CD edition with 3 bonus tracks as well. Here's one of said bonus tracks then. In concert at the Radar Festival a few short months ago, TesseracT, Tender. Ta-da!
You said we were everything we needed to be. We held the key together, and we spoke tender words. All we needed was to breathe. You touched a part of me. You dream alive. You say too much. Did you ever think